is, what is my point? Yeah. Para kita kayo lahat. Everybody will be safe. And Mamelos, you know. The only point in what we're talking about, so Johnny, everyone has a bucket. Yeah. So you'll be counted in the roster. In the roster. My point. Okay, my point is be useful. That's the point. Be useful. Usefulness is essential in keeping partnership alive. What is another word for usefulness? Usefulness means initiative. That's another word for that. Usefulness. You know, and this is part of the Bible school, 8 o'clock in the morning every Sunday for 5 weeks. We're not just doing this for staff meeting. I intentionally did this because this would be the last topic I want to discuss, at least in the morning. In the evening, we have another different topic to discuss before we go to the United States. In Tagalog, initiative is kusang palos. So, you know, in our home, and this is how I also treat other people, especially if they're engaging in a relationship with me. If I say engaging in a relationship with me, they stay. That's it. They stay. If they stay. If they leave, they're not engaging anymore. If they stay like you, like partners, they stay. I take it. Definitely, you can ask them even right now, even after they wake up. Ask them. In Tagalog, kung nag-transfer in English. Pag inutos na, kasalanan na. When you're told to do something, that already is usefulness, initiative, sometimes. Okay na yan? If I say after we meet, hey, can we do this? Yeah. That alone is already sin. Yeah. That's just an example. Apply it anywhere, and you will be challenged not only to think ahead on what is needed, but be challenged into a level. You know why? I don't say that to other people, including my children. I don't say that. I don't require it to myself. And the Lord put church 7 days a week in my heart, even before Bangtin had a concept. I knew from the very beginning that I will have to take a lot of initiative to be able to accomplish church 7 days a week. You know, you talk to churches like last time. I had friends there from way back 20 years ago, Matrika Singers back. They asked me, two of them asked me, do you actually have preaching every night? Wow, you know, I see Facebook. Okay, yes. And they ask the same question. How do you do that? It's a lot of work. Talk to myself now. You talk to at least to this group, to this circle. That's like breathing for us. That? It's like breathing for us now. No? 8 years ago, it was not like that. When we were starting, it was really bad. What do we do every night? Kasi we've already done the coffee in the morning, prayer, study room, Bible study with the kids every day. We have lessons, actual lessons every day, 6 days a week. And in the evening, now it's just normal for us. But when we were starting, it wasn't any issue. Now looking back, what I regret that I actually initiated something. That's the thing. And I always think, and I have to remind myself that the goal of doing it every night is not traditional. Not traditional. Not traditional. Kailangan ko i-focus sa utak ko palagi. Kasi nung nagsisimula, kapag kayo maharap dyan, apat. You know, if you're preaching in front of 4 people, I have to remind myself, not traditional, not traditional. Why? Because it's not being that traditional. So what does that mean? That means that if it's not being done traditionally, I should not expect. Diba? Traditional reactions. The more I will be surprised if there will be 100 people coming every night. Diba? That is not traditional. Obvio. So what is traditionally known is not having preaching outside Bible, probably home Bible studies, probably, or probably even inside the church, close gathering, close Bible study, but not outside. So I should remind myself of that every time and now I'm kind of used, sometimes I still feel that, but I remind myself. But I've been telling preachers almost all the time, you're not only preaching to the person in front of you, you're preaching to people on YouTube, even before Facebook Live that been here not even 1 year. You're preaching to a lot of people, not only by internet, but by neighbors. I mean, you know, 3 houses away, an older lady came here probably a few weeks ago and said, yes, I've been hearing your speeches every night. Because it can be heard among 3 houses, it can be heard. You know, point. Yeah, I'm just showing you what initiative can do, what usefulness can do. And that's the reason why I said, before I ask it of you, the Lord has asked it of me first. What is not done? What is not done? What is not done should not be done. What is not usually done should be done by no less than you, me. Now that being said, I'd like to say that we never planned this church back in the day, 9 years ago, to be a building with people living in it other than Pastor Johnny and his soon-to-be family. Kasi wala pang asawa in 2008, 2012, See? So other than his family, we were not thinking of housing anybody inside the church. Not thinking. I'll tell you a story. I've told this over and over again. So Pastor Johnny, okay? Glenn, some of you don't know that. He came to me, asking if he can join your church. This was back before we started. I said, Glenn, your daddy's a pastor, Joe Santos, Bulacan. He said, church, you have to go there first before you. And he said, no, but that will not accept me anymore. And now I know what. Anyway, so I asked Pastor Joe, Ben wants to work with me at your church. He said, oh yes, take him. I took him not because I asked him to work with us, but because he asked to work with us. Why? Why? Because the original intent is only Pastor Johnny and soon to be family. Diba? When they were girlfriends of Geraldine since we started, but Geraldine did not even spend a few hours as girlfriend. Kasi sabi ko lang, we were not intending Hillcrest to be a place where people will actually live in, except Pastor Johnny. Period. Okay na yan? Now, number two. Then yun, number two, X. X among the Pastor Glenn, X, Ruel, and Pastor Johnny. Among the three guys, Glenn, X, Ruel, only X cried. Because he was claiming to be used in ministry. I still remember this in my old office. Came to me one Monday morning and said, Pastor, sige na po, I want to be part of the press. I want to do something for the Lord because he's already abandoned it. Praise God, he's still there. And he has work. That's why I always say, I think it's, I'm always convinced that if I don't see you, it is because you are seeing. You are having income. It's an income and see. To see. It's the same. Kita. So if I don't I don't see you, you are income. Kita. So when I see you, make sure I show you the kita. X, right? Because he wanted to be used by God. And he was used by God, by interest. He did all the decorations. In fact, the thing that you saw here that Hans Helpers brought, it's here. The CD. Yeah, he was the one who designed that. The bulb, he built the old one. He transferred the new one. Designed the old one. And he had the entire design. But I told the guys, I told this first thing. I did not start a brand new church just to get members from Malabon to join this church. Ay, kasi hindi traditionally. Not that I am arrogant and wanting to be. No, I don't want Malabon people because I will prove to you that I will build this church without Malabon. It's not that. But because I don't want people to think that I transfer to a new location so that I can get castaways and abandoned people from our world. So I want to learn there. So when X said that, I talked with my dad again. He said this. Ruben Guevara, also another guy who's not being used in Malabon. He used to teach at the International Baptist Academy, now Higher Ground Baptist Academy. He also pleaded with me because he's working at a call center and halfway his place was actually so he said if he can stay 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, until he transferred every day here to the what am I saying? It is not the intention of this church to house anyone except Pastor Danny and his soon-to-be family. In fact, this building, I don't know if Pastor remember this, is not designed for people to live in, other than Pastor Danny's family. Yung kwarto niya dyan, your room, additional. Diba? It's not part of that. Diba? Kaya categorize sa room to. Si Tatay Tony Rabino lang isang exception because he is passed away in the streets. Yeah, may kwarto, hindi naman nagamit. Bodega room, store natin. So what am I saying? I'm saying, not to say this in a bad way, I'm saying, and we already talked with the staff, but before we transferred here, that Jan, you have to find a place when they transfer to the new building because it's not made for that. You know, so I'm Jan. Louis Fernando, still Louis, which most of you don't know. We also talked to him. Louis, hindi. Ano pa lang tayo? So we talked to him. Pure di ba? Si Eric was just starting during that time, di ba? To the death, right? He also speaks. Pero we were not planning to take Eric there. And at the design of this building, if you notice, no borders. Diba? I'm not saying this to tell you for you to feel that you have a that utang loob, diba? That you owe me something or owe anybody something. No, it's not that. I'm just saying this for you to understand where you are. We did not ask any one of you to live with us. Diba? Is there any objections? Wala, no? Okay. Kasi I don't want to tell the story of you kasi you're still here. I will tell the story of you when you leave. when you're gone, I'll tell the story. But that being said, not because you owe us something or anything. I'm just saying, going back to the original intent of this meeting / Bible school, that's what I, as the head pastor of all Universe, and Pastor Johnny, as the manager of this building, require each one of us. Kahit sila na isa rin to that issue. Pero kita mo inisip. Kita mo kung paano. Yun ang ibig sabihin. Now, if you're not used into doing something like what you're doing here, either you get used to it, diba? Either you get used to it, or you talk to us and we can make adjustments so that we can compromise one way or the other. At least there will be a dialogue. But otherwise, we expect each one of us, including partners, if they're here, if Mr. Dace is here, if anybody's here, other than staff, us to say the same thing. Pareho pa rin ang sabihin ko. Kasi that's how I want to treat our partners. We are not borders, we are workers. First Corinthians First Corinthians and 2 Corinthians were the longest letters of the Apostle. I mean, that is why there's a part 2 in Corinthians. First Corinthians and then 2 Corinthians. Long letters. Because the Apostle Paul was troubleshooting several problems with the Corinthians. Several talaga. They had issues left and right. There you will see Christians going to court against Christians. It's still being done there. So, ang dami na. Speaking in tongues nandoon, problem of giving nandoon, so many. Leadership nandoon. In fact, in 1 Corinthians 3, some say that I am of Paul, some say that I am of Apollos. But what did we do? Diba sabi ni Paul, I planted, Apollos watered, but that gave increase. So we all need to be loyal to not to who we see as a leader / pastor minister, but to God. So there's so many issues in the book of Corinthians. So many issues. But in spite of that, and this what really causes me to think many times. Why did the Apostle Paul, in spite of all the challenges that they've had, said this? As a 1 Corinthians 12. Verse 4. 1:4, 1 Corinthians 1. I thank my God always concerning you for the grace of God which is given to you by Christ Jesus, that you were embraced in everything by him in all utterance and all knowledge, even as the testimony of Christ is confirmed in you, so that you come short in no gift, eagerly waiting for the revelation of our Lord Jesus Christ, who will also confirm you to the end, that you may be blameless in the day of our Lord Jesus Christ. God is faithful, whom you were called into fellowship, verse 9, of his Son, Jesus Christ our Lord. Now here, verse 10. I plead with you. I'm reading from, I think this is New King James. New King James. New King James Version. Not King James, New King James. I pray thee, brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus, that you all speak the same thing, that there will be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. For it has been declared to me, my brother, by those of Chloe's household, who is the house church, the owner of the house is Chloe. So sa bahay-bahay sa nagpili. That you say this, I am of Paul, or I am of Apollos, or I am of Cephas, I am of Christ. Is Christ divided? See, that's the issue. And so many issues more. I will forward now to chapter 3. We'll deal with this again next Sunday. But look here, in spite of the division, Paul did not disqualify anybody. He did not say, because you're being divisive, you get out of that. You get out of it. No. Look, 1 Corinthians chapter 3. He just said these words, I, brethren, speak not to you as spiritual, but as unto carnal. I fed you with milk and not with solid food. Until now, you're not able to receive it. Okay? Medyo painful. you still are not maturing, that's what he said. Verse 2, there are strife and divisions among you. Are you not carnal? Yeah, are you not carnal? Verse 4. When one says, I'm of Paul, I'm of Apollos, are you not carnal? See, he again mentions what he mentioned in chapter 1, in chapter 3. Now, one thing cutting forward on one day. Verse 6. I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So then neither he who plants is anything, nor he who waters, but God who gives the increase. He who plants and he who waters are one, and each one will receive his own reward according to his own labor. So that, for we are God's fellow workers, and you are God's field, you are God's building. According to the grace of God which was given to me, as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another builds on it. But let each one take heed how he builds on it. For no other foundation can anyone lay than that which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. Now, what he's saying here is that we, at the Tabiado, are fellow workers. The part of the Christians in Corinth is that they are the field, they are the soil where the laborers, Paul, Apollos, Cephas, or Peter, will work on. If there are workers or planters, farmers, but there is no field to work on, no soil, you think there would be any produce? None. Because there should be something to work on. If there will only be soil, only soil, no workers, no planters, only soil, you think the soil will look in its own self? So what he is saying here is the relationship of the one that God has called to lead, and the one that God has called to be nurtured, yung soil. But they have to work together. They have to work together para magkaroon ng productivity. Kasi if they don't work together, hindi magkakaroon ng fruit. There will be no fruit if they don't work together. So, an important fact that I want us to understand this morning, before we close in prayer, is that as a staff member, so that's as a staff member, I am observing each one of us, including myself, each one of us. hindi lang kayo, kahit si Ma'am Tim, kahit si Ma'am Jer, kahit si President, in-absorb ko din. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, ha? Kasi ayaw kong isipin niya, I don't want you to think that kami naman yung palaging ginakawa kasi kami na yung nakikita dito. Hindi nga pala kami nirequest tumira dito. Kami pala yung nagpipilit na kami yung nagugot na yan. I'll just tell you this. Since January, when we initiated this job, initiated the Baptist Food,